Lewis, you've put the car in pole position for the Spanish Grand Prix. Are you back in business, would you say?
I've been in business since the beginning of the year. I don't know why people don't think I was. I've just been unlucky. The car's stopped several times. So, but so far, the car's been great this weekend. So I hope it remains that way.
What have you been doing with your engineers and your mechanics since Russia to get yourself in that best possible position to take pole?
Well, just after the race, you generally just leave your engineers to digest, and they have all this analysing they have to do, and then they'll send you all the information, and you sit down with them and spend time with them going over. They go into massive detail of what happened on the past weekend. You just really want a summary, and then if you've got any particular bits you want to indulge into, then you can look further into. And then otherwise it's planning for the next one. So always just moving forwards.
That work you talk about, is that homework you do at home, or do you have to be in the factory with them to go through all of it?
I can do it at home because we're in touch via email or a conference call. But it's always good to go and see the guys anyways and go around the factory and generally just just having face-to-face conversation because those guys are working every day there. So.
Your lap for pole was an absolute stormer.
Thank you.
Would we call it a sexy lap again or not?
Yeah, it was definitely a very sexy lap. I was going to say it, but I was like, it's kind of PG.
Did you get a good feeling as you were going around that you knew you were on point?
Yeah. The first Q3 lap, I was coming around these corners. I was like, this is feeling pretty amazing, and I was like. And then I locked up, and I was like, I can't believe I just did that.
Is that the problem when you get that feeling? Does it G you up, or does it make you slightly nervous? Like, oh my goodness, do not let it go now.
Well, at the time when you first start qualifying, it's just you just go for it, and it's not a case of don't step over the edge or don't go over the limit. You're on the limit and just a little bit over the limit. But then when you make a mistake the next time round, it's like, I don't want to do that again. Otherwise, I'm not going to be pole, and I'm going to be really, really upset about it. Because I just messed up and I could have easily had pole. So it's just, you just have to handle it mentally. I don't know how we do it, how we humans function. The brain is quite an incredible thing. But I finished the first lap, and I was just giggling in the car. I was like, I can't believe I just did that. Kind of like it was such a sick lap that. I can't believe I didn't finish it, but it's okay. I'll get it next time.
Was there a feeling of proving people wrong by getting that pole position?
I'm not about that. I don't ever feel like I have to prove people wrong. I think when I was younger, I probably felt that need to get people's approval and prove people wrong and all that stuff, but I have zero care for that now. I mean, I don't have anything to prove. I've been here for a long time. Been racing 23 years. Prove myself time and time again. I prove myself every time I get in the car, so I don't feel like I need to. That's not something that spurs me on. And when people talk crap about whether I'm focused or not, I just do my talking on the track today.
And for those conspiracy theorists, maybe after Russia, who are on your side and maybe think that the changes within the garage and all of that has contributed to some of your unreliability, was that a proving a point thing as well or not?
I don't think those things really particularly go together. But I think I already mentioned it to the fans in the message. I was like, because it's easy. It's easy. People, I'm passionate. My mechanics, engineers, super passionate about it. We all and fans, we all feel the same pain. And naturally, when you're feeling the pain that we feel, it's just as human beings, it's so easy to jump to the negative rather than step back and say, you know what. It's just unfortunate. We just keep pushing, but that's just how it goes. And so that's my job, is to be the kind of the neutralizer and bring us back together. So that's like today I posted pictures. What an amazing job this team did. Because I want the fans to realize that and accept that it's a joint thing.
Looking ahead to the race, being on pole in Spain is hugely important. 18 of the winners have come from pole at Spain. That must put you in a pretty good spirits going into tomorrow.
It definitely does, for sure. A pole position. I mean, when you're already on second, it's like you're on it's like you're defending already, you know, like it's not defending, but like you're on the back foot already, and it's you don't know if you're going to be able to recover from it. You need a genius start kind of thing. There's only one or two opportunities that come along, and you're just hoping that, you know, you get them, and sometimes it doesn't. For example, Monaco, there's one pit stop. And I'm like, if I don't get them at the start, which is impossible to do at the start from the front row, to jump someone really, unless they get a really bad start. And there's only the pit stop, and then the safety car came out before the pit stop, and then the opportunity was gone. So for sure, being on pole at the track where it's so difficult, it helps a lot in terms of you're on the right foot.
And thinking about the start, I think all eyes are going to be on you, obviously. Unfortunately, you haven't led into the first corner this year. Mm-hmm. Does that play on your mind at all?
It doesn't really. I mean, even if I'm not in the first corner first tomorrow, I'm still going to be gunning for the win. So I always say that it's a marathon, not a sprint. So whilst tomorrow I'll be sprinting to turn one, I do want to be at the head, and you know, I've not led a race for God knows how long, so I want to get back there.
Well, we wish you lots of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hopefully see you on that podium.
Hopefully.